Gender equality or feminism is by definition the belief that men and women should have equal rights and opportunity. It is a theory of political, economical, and social equality of the sexes. Gender inequality is basically just the opposite of that.
Gender equality is quite direct, saying its name, but it's the unequal treatment of people based solely on their genders.
I think it's not fair.
Well, I have no real experience of gender equality, so I only have the definition which I think I've procured along the way, which is gender equality is when people treat people differently based on their sex.
Well, I'm from Thailand, so I guess the gender equality here is mainly male-based, simply because Thailand is still an LEDC and still holds strongly to its cultures.
Gender wage bias is, of course, still a significant problem in Malaysia, and street harassment is but a common problem, as you may know, where we as women are often deemed as sexual beings instead of a person. Alternatively, street harassment are not just reserved for women. For men and anything else in between that spectrum can too be victims.
Well, I'm from Ukraine, and I do not think that we have severe inequality issues. Our recent Prime Minister was a woman.
In India, gender inequality is found in different fields of life. I feel like literacy, schooling, economic status, reservation, politics, dowry. Basically, I feel gender inequality is multifactorial problem that is found in the society. I feel like ladies or females are discriminated in all fields of life.
My country's gender equality is both of man and the woman can work on the same position. For example, one of my friend's mother is president of company, and her father cooked the dinner every night.
To an extent where the girl have to do what the guy wants. Like after you get married, you have to dress, cut your hair. So basically just literally everything. You have to do everything to the way that the man wants you to.
Yes, I have. When I was the third grade of junior high school, I hovered which high school I should take an exam. At the time, my father said to me, "Your brother is a boy, so he have to go to good high school and university for his future. So please bring down the money for your brother." So I couldn't go to private high school, which I want to go.
I think that most of us here are victims to gender inequality in some way or another, be it economically, politically, or socially, and whether or not we realize this even.
My parents, they treat my sister more gently, but they treat me very rough because I'm a boy.
People who I met from different backgrounds and with different religious views on inequality, and not just religious, just genuinely views, they did treat me differently because I was a girl.
Definitely not. Men are important, women are important, and anything else that falls in between that spectrum is too important. I like to think that we're all pieces of puzzles and we need each other to complete the full picture, you know?
No. I don't think they're less important in society, but I understand that some societies place less importance on them because of the fact that they feel that they may not make as much money as men for the family. They also feel that because women are weaker or more emotional, they cannot hold leadership positions. So in the sense of importance, people assume that roles given to women should be ones which do not carry a heavy burden of responsibility.
Women are as important in the modern society as men are.
Basically, both men and women are Homo sapiens, humans. They have equal power and knowledge to do things. So there is no point keeping women a step behind men. Even nowadays, you can see things are changing. Women are competing men in all ways of life. It shows that things are changing, like being evolutionized, literally.
Yes.
I do think that men are victims to gender inequality as well. For example, since youth, boys are often burdened with the social roles and expectations that they're expected to follow. Boys are told to suppress themselves into something or someone that they are not because it is socially much easier and acceptable to conform to what society has told them to be.
For instance, men are expected to be very masculine, whilst women are expected to act differently. And I think it does affect the way that society perceives women and men. They perceive them differently. I mean, usually women work in modern society too, so why don't they pay for the meal, for instance? So yes, I do think that gender inequality affects men too.
It's still a very controversial issue, and honestly, it seems like a scale to me. Well, a balance, a seesaw. It's in the past, male used to be more in power, and now women are starting to increase in power. But since it's a seesaw, it's going to keep on tilting, and in each difference, it will become less and less. But it will take a long time before it becomes equal.
I do think so, and I do sincerely believe that the world will be able to achieve gender equality. It's just a matter of time, and personally, unfortunately, I do believe that it will take a while, but concentrate on ourselves first, and if we'll decide for ourselves first what gender equality means to us, and if we will obey those rules, then I think starting from little, we'll get to global solution to this problem.
All you have to do is just treat each other because of the person who they are, not because of the gender. If you do that, it's really easy to achieve gender equality.
I support genderless.
I support genderless.
I support genderless. Thank you.
I support genderless.
ฉันสนับสนุนความเท่าเทียมทางเพศ
I support genderless.
I support genderless.
I support genderless.
I support genderless.
I support genderless.